My first year of real estate, I made $394,000 in commissions.
Wow.
And I didn't.
2005.
Yeah.
Going 13 years ago?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not that long.
Thank you. Yeah, I really did. My first contract, I didn't know what I was doing. I had all the paperwork all mixed up, so I hit this door, and she invited me in to this girl named Tara, and I got all these big listings. But I knew I wasn't going to get these. I didn't know I wasn't going to get these listings, but listen. The chances are there's 20 top brokers in town, and they go in for the interview, they got a big book, they're going to win it over me. So I brought in a top agent at the time who had a big portfolio. We co-listed those properties together because he helped me close the deal. I learned so much just from his pitches. I stole some of those ideas that he had. We listed those. I sold. We made like $36 million of sales, and that went in my book. And then I was able to leverage that onto the next deal. You know. So it's all about like leveraging past sales, and you got to like build up from there. But the biggest thing about this business, guys, is that I'm prospecting to this day. If you're in here looking at the MLS, you're not working. If you're looking at other agents' listings here, you're not going to be successful. You literally the business is not going to come to you. Now it's finally coming to me, but it did take a good 12 weeks. Like my phone started ringing probably about 3 years ago. Can you believe it? That's like when they call me, like, hey, I see your signs, or I've heard about you, or I see your digital marketing, which we'll talk about in a minute, and will you come in and give me a valuation on the property? And then it's me against the top 5-10 realtors in town for the big listings. So it's really out there. There's just so much opportunity in this world, in this city. You fly over the city of Los Angeles and you see these sparkling lights. Those are all dollar signs. You can get those all. And but expireds are probably the best thing you guys should be hitting, especially in this market, because those are turning over and just get a good price reduction. You guys should be nailing those, and new construction if you can. So yeah.
I have a question. When you're prospecting, they say, okay, bring your, they want to list it with you. What do you take with you?
So often, well, first of all, sometimes they don't say, I want to list with you. 9 times out of 10, they go, well, what do they say? You have a buyer. If you have a buyer, bring a buyer to me, right? So you actually do have a buyer, because everyone in this office has buyers. You take a picture of that property, and I'm going to show you what you're going to do with this app in a minute. It's going to change everything for you. You put it out there, and agents will call you and be like, I have a buyer. So then you walk through the door with a buyer, and what that does is it shows that you're bringing value to that seller, right?
Even before you sign the listing, any kind of agreement, or do you have like an offer?
You know what? If they're up for meeting me to take a listing, if they like me, I have a bit of a track record. So usually they'll take a meeting with me. But if you don't have a track record, they're going to be like, I don't really know you. Like, who are you? What have you sold? And you're like, well, let me prove to you. I'm going to bring you a buyer. So bring another colleague's buyer, or try to find some buyers. Try to find a buyer. Come, bring value, and then be likable, because people want to work with likable people, and hopefully
no asses allowed.
Asses allowed, and try to connect with that person and have like a rapport, and be like, don't be a salesman. Be like, just be who you are with your family and your friends, and just show this how much you love their house. That's a big thing. You got. No matter how much, never give any negative comments about their house. You absolutely got to just like love their house. You got to like be so appreciative of your life and their life, and just have that terrific energy.